Washi woman. She's the new kid on the block. Hello, Donna here. I'm introducing something new for you to try if you love washi. If you don't want to try it, this is going to be a fun video for you to watch and enjoy. And you could use this method for any graphic that you want to add to your journal. It's a great way to use your beautiful washi tapes. These washi tapes I use to dress up Washi Woman are all from the washitapeshop.com. And a special credit goes out to one of my favorite YouTubers, Mark Montano. I got my inspiration and the printable for this croquis, which is a fashion illustration from this wonderful video Mark recently put out. When you go over to his channel, be sure and tell him Donna from JunkJournalideas sent you. Now to start off, I printed out the printable from Mark Montano, put it on my clipboard, and I'd done this just to give me something nice and solid to draw on. You can use a light box. So I'm just tracing the outline of the fashion illustration, and I'm just lifting it up randomly as I go along, just so I'm copying it properly. If you're used to drawing illustrations, you can change this to however you like. The next step is to just go over your pencil line with a marker, a fine liner. The one I'm using is 0.5 millimeter. You can use any brand you like. I just use long, consistent lines. You can, do them real loose and scratchy if you like. You can do them long and joined like I have. Now that's the outline all done. I wait a little while for this to dry, so I'll get rid of all my pencil lines with the rubber. Make sure it's perfectly dry before you use your rubber because it'll smudge. The name of this washi is the Diary Memory Washi Tape, and it's the 35 millimeter wide. I'm going to use this washi for her stockings. The way I select my washi is to make sure that it's wide enough to go over the area that I want to colour. This washi here is a little narrow. I'd need to use 2 pieces. I use a retractable craft knife. This is a Scotch brand knife. And what you can do is you can use a swivel knife. You can use any fine point craft knife to do this that you like. So I'll just pull off as much as I need, and when I lay it down her leg, I'm only going to put pressure on my finger down the center of her leg. I'm not going to press the washi at all outside of the leg. Only see my finger here? I'm only going to push my finger down the inside of her leg. And just start cutting. You remember that this is washi. It is so thin. You do not cut through to your paper. You don't need to cut your paper. You're only cutting the washi. So you're virtually drawing with this blade. You're not cutting through your paper. And you sort of hear it. You can just hear it like a little tiny rip. So do a little test to see how you go. If you're doing it on a piece of paper like I am here, it really doesn't matter if you cut through your paper. But if you're doing this directly in your bullet journal, you won't want to cut through to the back page. If you do, you'll have to back it with something else. I'm cutting on the inside of the black line. So that way my line, the outline, remains a feature. Once you're finished cutting all the way around the inside of that line, you're ready to peel back the washi. So I just grab a corner of the washi and I like to try and peel it back on an angle. See how I'm pulling it slowly? I'm pulling it on an angle. That'll help you not tear your paper up with the washi. This also shows you how good the stick is of the tape from the washi tape shop. Tip: put your scrap washi on a piece of plastic, but you need 2 sheets. The top sheet will stop the washi from curling. Now I'm going to do her bodysuit. The washi I've chosen to do her bodysuit is called Washi Fluttering Butterfly Wide Washi Tape. The washi I use here is like a sticker style washi. So you get it off the roll, and because it's got a backing on it, I can trace around the model's body and then I fussy cut the bodysuit out. Now I fussy cut it on the outside of the line so I can match that back up with the drawing line. I just take the sticker backing off the back and put that in place and use my bone folder to press it down. And she's starting to look really cool. I end up using the butterfly washi for the skirt. I like using the washi that has the backing on it for the skirt. The reason I use the washi with the backing on it is because it's not sticky. It's better to use. I peel back just a little bit of the top here of the backing paper and I cut that piece off, say about a 1/4 of an inch roughly. Now I start pleating the top only where that sticky bit is. I start pleating and I fold it like this. Just use your fingers and just fold it like this so you get this shape like a Z, and then just press that sticky part at the top together. You can use a bit of glue there to make sure this piece here stays flat, that in there, and then just keep on doing that all the way across, and you can sort of curve it around with your fingers a bit so that it's not pleating in a straight line. You can sort of have it curve a little bit, like for the shape of a waist. Doesn't matter if it's too long because we're going to shorten it. And it doesn't matter if it's too wide because we're going to reshape it. I use fabric glue for this. The Barely Art glue is too slippery on the washi tape sticker backing. So use fabric glue. It really held better. Now I'm just shortening the skirt and I'm doing it not in a straight line. I'm going all wavy and that just gives it some more interest. I've put a clamp on the top just to hold that glue down on the pleats. Now I'm putting the skirt back on the washi woman. You can use a pencil line if you like to trace over the shape of her hips. Once you've traced her hips, just fussy cut that shape. Now get your fabric glue again and just put some around the top of the skirt and some on the low parts of the bottom of the skirt. And then just glue that skirt in place. I use my bone folder to just the pointy part of it to just press down in between the pleats at the bottom of the skirt. So a lot of the skirt is not glued down, only the low points. Where the pleats are raised up, there's nothing there but air. And I left the sticker backing on there. I don't take that off. For her shoes, I'm using In Bloom washi tape set, and it's the dark roll that's in this set. You can use any washi you like, but I find the darker washi always seems to work best for the shoes. Do this the best you can. I'm not really going to give you too much instruction for doing the shoes, especially with this dark washi. I found it a little challenging. So just cut out a shape and stick that down. Then I put a little piece up higher on her ankle, and that is going to be the strap of the shoe. Cut a small piece, I stick it onto the ankle, and then I go back to the knife technique and cut it down each side of her ankle. To make the belt, I use the same washi that I used to make the shoes. It's from the In Bloom washi tape set. This washi has got the backing on it, like the sticker. So I just trace a shape of her waist and I scoop it a little bit. Then I fussy cut that out so it's just the shape of a thin belt. Then I cut a long, thin strip and an angle on the end, the shape of a belt. I make the overhang quite long and I use the fabric glue to glue it into place. I get my rubber out and my pokey tool and I just push some holes in the end of the belt. I use the fabric glue to glue this belt down. Once that's glued on, I've got an interactive fashion belt. It looks really trendy. Now we're going to colour her hair. I had so much fun doing her hair, and we're using the maple leaf washi tape. I tear off more tape than I need to do this because I can move the tape around to get the right colour spot for her hair. Same as before, I just very lightly cut around the shape and then pull the backing off. And oh, I think this looks stunning. I love this washi for her hair. Now I get my marker out again and I just draw some lines over the top of the washi just to give her hair a finishing touch. Now I make her a purse and I use the postage stamp stickers to do this. So I just fold the stamp, leave the sticker backing on, and I fold it in two places. Then I put a bit of glue down the side of the back part of the purse and I glue that down. The flap I just leave free. Do a test fit. Yep, that'll do. And now I put a bit of glue on the back of the purse and I glue it down over the top of her hand. Now we're all done. I'm just going to decorate the back of the page. And I pull out all the washi that I use to dress my washi woman and I lay that down just so that I can, carry the theme through and it looks really cool. And I also get the fluttering butterfly wide washi tape and I fussy cut out a butterfly and I just pop that on the page as well. Now you can imagine how cool this would look done directly on your journal page. I haven't quite finished this one yet, but it's what it would look like if you done it in your journal. This one here I done using mostly the 5-piece dessert time washi tape set. This one I put a fabric skirt on her. I'd love to see your version of Washi Woman. Don't forget to head on over to Mark Montano's YouTube channel. That's where you'll get the link to download your croquis, which is your fashion illustration, so you can draw your own model and then you can get your washi out and you can dress her any way you like. I'd love to see you come on over to Instagram, hashtag the washi tape shop and hashtag junk_journal_ideas and hashtag washiwoman. We'd love to see your photographs of what you design with the washi tape and this gorgeous fashion illustration. P.S. I do have a P.S. If you want to get some of these beautiful washi from the washitapeshop.com, head on over, use my 10% discount code that I've put in the description box below. When you get to the checkout, just put that code in and you'll get 10% off. I'm Donna. Thanks for watching and bye for now.